Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Round of applause.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Eric, you were doing the yes. I like it.
Yes, I was. I'm assuming we're going to jump right into it now.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. We all know what's happened.
We all know who's here.
Number to call if you have something on your mind is 516-572-7440. I'm not Mike Francesa, so I have to give out the phone number. Eric, go ahead and take it.
So let me just start out by saying not only is Garth Snow and Doug Weight relieved of their respectively general manager and coaching duties, Doug Wait's coaching staff is all gone too.
Is that official?
That's official.
Okay.
So already you can see where Lou Lamoriello is going right now. New regimes mean new everything. The head coaching search is underway. Lou Lamoriello is now the general manager. I know people are kind of torn on this because of the age. I feel like that is a huge factor. Hockey's a much different game now than it was when he was with the Devils. And technically the Maple Leafs too. The game's evolving.
Yeah.
It's evolving every single day. But if you ask me, this is, again, I said it from the very beginning since Lou was hired, this is a sales pitch to John Tavares right now, this second. Honestly, this was the second best news that I know that I'm going to see. The first one is obviously when Tavares resigns, which I still think is going to happen. And now, you don't make a move like this without knowing what's going to happen, in my opinion.
I do agree with you there. This was done with Tavares' blessing.
It was.
And what's going to be interesting is how much say he gets in whoever the new head coach is going to be.
And now, do you think he deserves that?
He has to get it.
Yeah, so he
doesn't deserve it because he hasn't won anything. He's only won one playoff series. He's not a future Hockey Hall of Famer. He may get his number retired by the Islanders, but that's pretty much it. He doesn't deserve it, but he's going to get it. Those are two very different things.
Okay, so basically what you're telling me right now is that he might not get all the say, but he's going to have his voice heard.
Absolutely.
And I
wouldn't be surprised if he was in the room for the interviews.
And I think that's 100% fair, and I said it from the very beginning. He deserves all the time in the world to take his time, although it's not to our pleasure. If anything, it's going to stress us out even more. But he deserves it. He worked for that. He's the best player on this team. He's one of the best players in the National Hockey League, especially in the Metro Division, the toughest division in hockey. He is. Eleanor, I know you don't like him that much, but you can't deny...
I think he's overrated.
That's fine.
He's not overrated.
He is overrated.
No, he's not.
If you were to ask me, I think he's one of the best players in the Metro.
Where do you put him on your list of best hockey players?
He's right now, currently. Yeah. I would say he's definitely top 10.
I'll give you top 10.
Top 10.
Yeah.
Low, maybe
8 or 9?
7 or 8.
So
yeah.
Okay, I'll give you that.
He doesn't break the top 5.
No.
That's fair.
Fine.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't have a problem with that.
But you want to go?
Go ahead.
Okay, with this whole firing...
Eric went already.
I don't want to interrupt. Obviously, Garth Snow being gone is awesome. I think just obviously as an Islanders fan, you guys are happy about it, and as a hockey fan, I think everybody's happy about it. Garth Snow has done absolutely nothing. He's bad at what he does.
I was going to say.
I do feel bad for Doug Weight because I feel like he was lumped in together with this whole Garth Snow thing. I think that Doug Weight did the best that he could with the team that he had. Doug Wait's a great guy. He was my brother played with his son for a little bit. And John Tavares and Doug Weight are good friends. So, I don't know what this means. John Tavares probably had a say in it. And you talk about John Tavares having a say in the new hiring. Look at Jack Eichel. He had a say in the hirings and firings. And that's Jack Eichel. He's not really he's not super established yet.
He's less established than Tavares.
And John Tavares is established. So I'm sure that he will have a say in it. But I do feel bad for Doug Weight.
Now, let me ask you both a question. And by the way, I do have to preface this. The program director will kill me if I don't. At about 5:15, we'll be airing an interview with Ryan Dempsey, the co-author of Metta World Peace's book, No Malice, My Life in Basketball. Right after that, we're going to be giving away some Long Island Ducks tickets. I promise you that. I just had to preface that because I know the program director would come in here and strangle me if I didn't. But I want to ask you both a question. Who do you want as the next head coach for the Islanders?
Oh, man.
Because I know who I want. Do you want me to go first?
You can go first.
Okay. I want Darryl Suter. The guy has won 2 Stanley Cups. I've heard Sheldon Keefe's name mentioned. I don't want him.
With Darryl, does the age concern you though?
He's 59.
Yeah,
That doesn't concern me at all. He's old enough to be my father. And Morel's old enough to be my grandfather.
Old enough to be my mother. I don't look.
My mom turned another year older yesterday.
That's nuts. Okay. not a day over 21.
Exactly.
But, see, now that's interesting. Now, the Islanders, especially if they re-sign Tavares, are they win now? Are they competing for a Stanley Cup?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Lamoriello doesn't take this job if he doesn't think that the Islanders can be in contention to win a Stanley Cup soon.
Okay, so automatically you're thinking, well, the window's still open, especially if he re-signs, so why not go all in and grab the big fish for Daryl Suter?
Exactly.
Okay.
I think that he's a good option. I would wonder if they would go the college hockey coach route.
Who else is there? You obviously follow it a lot more.
I don't know, but obviously you saw the Rangers do it.
Yeah.
You saw the Dallas Stars do it. I think that's the way that the NHL should go from here on out. I think that I love the college hockey system. I think that it works very well in the NHL. So if the Islanders want to look at college coaches who are available, I don't think that's a bad idea.
But who?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay. See, here's my problem with the college hockey route. And the guys who have been hired there, I've liked. I like what their teams are doing. But here's the issue with it. The teams that hired those head coaches aren't in win-now mode. Maybe Dallas is, but certainly Philly wasn't at the time, and the Rangers definitely aren't.
I have a name in mind.
Hold on. Let me just finish this. I'm really sorry.
Go ahead.
The Islanders are in win-now mode. They can't go the Scott Gordon, Jack Capuano route of getting a developmental head coach. They need someone who's been in the league before and knows how to win. And that guy, to me, I know Dominic likes him, is Daryl Suter.
And the fact that he's still out there on the market is insane to me.
Yeah.
But, so actually going off what you just said, you're probably not going to like the name that I have to mention right now. I was going to say Brent Thompson.
Well, he was just fired, so I don't think Lamoriello would do it.
Okay.
I just don't think it's in the cards. I will tell you, I have met Brent Thompson, and he's actually a really nice guy. I met him after he blew up on one of the referees, and I sort of teased him about it a little bit, and he was really cool about it. It was really funny. We do have a caller on the line. Caller, you're on Beyond the Game.
Well, since we're hypothecating, I'll give you 3 names.
Sounds good, Martin from Merrick. How are you?
Okay, well, let's start with somebody who has been to 2 Stanley Cup finals.
Vigneault.
I
like it. I like Alain Vigneault.
I think he's good for young people.
Well, I wouldn't go that
disagree.
far.
Yeah, because if he's good for young people, why don't the Rangers still have him?
Well, that's a different issue entirely. Number 2, DJ Smith.
No.
Why not?
Because he hasn't won anything. He's not a head coach. I need someone with head coaching experience.
Okay, but he was the head coach. Excuse me. He was the head coach of Oshawa, and we know they.
I don't care about an OHL head coach. Give me Brian Kilray then. Give me Brian Kilray.
Okay. Finally, what about Todd Reardon?
Wow, I haven't heard that name in a while. Todd Reardon.
He is currently assistant head coach of the 1 game away from being Stanley Cup champions Washington Capitals.
Does he have head coaching experience? I don't think he does.
Does he move the needle for you? I think that's a better question.
I like Reardon, again, Capitals assistant coach. I just need someone with head coaching experience. Out of the 3 guys that you mentioned, Martin, I really like Alain Vigneault. I know you're a Ranger fan. I don't know how you feel about Vigneault, but I will tell you, I liked him.
Let's put it this way, he certainly gets results, and I do think the reason why he was fired was because the Rangers wanted to make a change.
I think he was fired because the Rangers are going into a rebuild mode.
Right,
and
they wanted to make a change.
Yeah, and Vigneault wasn't the right guy to do that.
Because he's not good with young players. That's why.
That's the issue. And you'll need someone who can balance that. The veterans like Tavares, Lee, and Bailey. Wow, it's hard to think of Josh Bailey as a veteran. And you need the young, and you need someone.
Elite winger, Josh Bailey.
Yeah, you need someone who can develop the young guys like Pulock, Barzell, and Beauvillier. That's why I think Daryl Suter is the right guy.
And you need somebody good in the locker room, too.
Yeah.
Because if you're not gelling in the locker room, if you're not, with Jack Capuano, I know they had a lot of problems with him. You have to be able to control your players. You have to be able to, reach out to them on not even a coach player, just like as a friend, on a friend level. Because if your players can't trust you, then you're not going to win. That's just the way it is.
No, that sounds true.
All right, Martin, thanks for the call.
Bye-bye.
All right. Let's broaden our hockey horizons here on Beyond the Game on the Voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. We are live twice a week, Tuesdays at 5 p.m. and Fridays at 3 p.m. I am Jacob Volk. Sitting across from me, Eric Fischetti. Joe Ardita is here. I know you were blown away by his take on the Islander coaching situation and the GM situation and the true hockey maven. Tell if that other guy can't say that enough, Eleanor Chompy. I actually would like to know what Stan's take is on this. Believe it or not, I actually would. Number to call if you have something on your mind is 516-572-7440. In about 5 minutes, we'll be having an interview with Ryan Dempsey, the co-author of Metta World Peace's book, No Malice, My Life in Basketball. Right after that, we're going to be giving away some Long Island Duck tickets, so you're going to want to stay tuned for all of that. We have a great show for you. But like I said, let's broaden our hockey horizons. We're in the midst of the Stanley Cup Finals. What are your thoughts on the series?
Honestly, I think it's boring.
You really think it's boring?
I really do. I don't find it super entertaining.
Game 4 was a horror show.
It's not intense at all. It is the Capitals dominating Vegas in every aspect of play.
I do agree with you there.
Why not just go back to what I texted you? I said, this is insane. Yeah. And I was talking about the fact of not only, like, the game was, like, neck and neck, I was talking about the absolute dominance of the Capitals. Now, is it the Capitals being so good or Vegas playing really bad?
I think it's a little bit of both. Look, It's hard to play, like, Washington is a hard place to play in, and Capitals are feeding off of their fans' energy. Braden Holtby has been absolutely amazing. I feel horrible for Marc-Andre Fleury. His defense is leaving him out to dry in every single play.
That's one thing that hasn't been discussed enough, how bad Vegas's defense is.
It's horrible. Everybody is so quick to blame Marc-Andre Fleury.
It's not Fleury's fault.
It's the Fleury that was with the Penguins. It's the, that...
You know why they're so quick to blame Fleury, right? It's because he's the only one that's handling the puck a lot.
I know, but it just... How many 2-on-1s are you going to have? How many defensive breakdowns are you going to have? Your goalie is not going to save every single puck.
No, I agree with you.
I agree with you, too.
Nate Schmidt, Shea Theodore, Colin Miller... Those are really the only guys who I can trust.
And the Capitals are dominating neutral zone play. Vegas can't break out. They can't create plays. Their top line has been absolutely horrible. They have, Vegas has had 5 goals.
The Capitals supporting cast is showing up.
Yeah.
Like, Smith Pelly is showing up. Dmitry Orlov is showing up. Carlson is showing up. TJ Oshie is having a very underrated series, in my opinion.
Actually, so is Tom Wilson.
He really is. He got on the scoreboard yesterday.
I know.
See,
I have to give the devil his dues.
I am so happy, obviously, because I like the St. Louis Blues also. I was a fan of them when TJ Oshie was a Blue, and I hated that trade because I did not want to see TJ Oshie leave St. Louis. I am so happy for him right now because he is getting to compete for something that I didn't really have a chance for in St. Louis.
Yeah, see, I am... TJ Oshie, I do not like the type of hockey player that he is. I think that he's sneaky, dirty.
Eleanor, I have a friend who hates every single player in the world. I need to introduce you to this person. He's old enough to be your grandfather, but you and him would get along so well.
Because I'm just very picky in the players that I like. I feel like a lot of players, the things that they do that are dirty, they do it in a sneaky way, and I don't think that's right.
Let me ask you a question, and it's going to sound kind of weird, but I'm going to try to phrase it as best I can. I'm pretty sure your favorite player is Crosby, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Out of every player that's ever played in the NHL, who plays the game the rightest way, in your opinion?
That's a hard question.
Can you think of one right off the top? I know it's a tough question. I know I'm putting you on the spot a little bit.
Is it Lemieux?
No. Honestly, this is going to sound really random. It's Steven Stamkos.
That's a weird one.
I love the way he plays the game. I happen to like a lot of the way that the Tampa Bay Lightning players play the game. Tyler Johnson, he is one of my favorite players, the way that he plays the game, the way he takes face-offs. I studied the way that he has taken face-offs for a while now.
You wrote essays on him,
No,
too?
I really like... the players that I don't like them for a reason. I'm not just like, I just don't like that player just because... whatever, he's on a different team.
Because he's a Capital and Islander, right?
I mean, I don't like Lundqvist, but I respect him.
Right. See, now, I was always fascinated with Mike Modano.
Okay.
Always.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Mike Modano.
And also, I like I said, I do like the college style of hockey better than I'm